Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of your gaming news and all that good stuff. Let's try to keep it short. I got a busy morning today, but yeah. Okay, we're going to start with Nvidia and coming out in next month, I think, the 4070 non-Ti. There's been some rumors and some specs or whatever it is. There seems to be two versions of the 4070 non-Ti, which only going to confuse normal people that are not that into the things when the launches, and they think they're going to buy something and might be misled by the naming scheme. Mainly because one of the 4070s is going to have like the 12 volt power, the 16 power, which is the 12 volt single cable, and one 8-pin cable. So two versions each. Of course, it will be limiting the power, the TDP or the wattage for the 8-pin to 200 watts and the 16-pin for 225 watts. This is going to, for all intents and purposes, the boosts and the memory clocks and everything should be the same. The only thing that I think will kind of change is like overclock capabilities, and I think it's mainly because of the GPU die itself might be different because of the SKUs. I don't know if they have to be limiting the power. That's why they changed to 8-pin, because there's no need to put a 16-pin. On a cheaper GPU if it doesn't need that power. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit more confusing. We already have the confusion with the GPU stuff on laptops, which is the naming scheme and how they going about it, the cutting on performance. It's all over the place. I don't know. I have to wait and see, because there's doesn't seem, at least by the specs, a huge difference. For example, between the 4070 and the 4060 Ti. I don't know how it's going to be, and they are trying to. They got around the 750 for the 70 Ti, which is completely insane. This guy Jensen, I think he's got something in his brain. Somebody has to check on him. Because I have another news for him. These people are getting crazier and crazier. I just hope the GPUs start to get in a reasonable price. As it is, it's very high. I've been seeing it, and it goes in my what I think should have been the launch of the 4070 Ti. Okay, I can give it around 750 maximum at the time when it launched. Should be around 650 the 4070 Ti, and then the 47 start by 550, because from the specs and the possible performance, and to replace kind of the 3070 Ti, I think he went out like almost $600, I think, at the time. But I think this should be situated, even this is, I think it's too much, like $500, $550 maximum, then 460 even lower, like giving on the 400 something. Then you have, of course, all the variants like the OCs and the non-OCs and whatever the people, the ABs want to call them, and put some overclocking there or not. But I think in terms of like the base GPU should be way lower. And still, I think like $700 the 4070 Ti. Still, it's very expensive because of the price performance between generations. Still doesn't almost doesn't compensate to upgrade your GPU. And for people that are like building new DIY PCs or out of nowhere, it's the entry level on gaming. It's getting too high. If you want to play a little bit better than 1080p or something like that, even though there is a lot of in 1080p realm, there is a lot of good deals. Intel still, it's a very good deal playing 1080p, very entry level 1440p, or even AMD, the 6500 XT, I think, and 6600 or the refresh version 6650 XT. It's excellent for 1080p. It has good VRAM, also better than the 30 series from NVIDIA. NVIDIA is, they think they are Apple of the GPUs. I don't know what they're thinking about it, but I will stop rambling on this. Yeah, we're going to have for sure, like at least from this manufacturer, the OC variant and the non-OC variant for the 4070 non-TI versions. We'll see how it goes. Gaming news, we got some good news. Midnight Suns, Morbius DLC, the new character. I think the Deadpool and I don't know how many characters came out. I know that this is the recent one, and I know Deadpool arrived. I'm not sure if there is like a third character in the meantime that got launched on the DLC. I didn't follow up too much on Midnight Suns because again, I just watched the Christopher Hod, which is has a very good series on gameplay. He did live stream like the Light Hunter path, and he did a gaming series with the Dark Hunter path with all the options and how he goes about it, the thing. And he also has like kind of exclusive insight of the characters that are coming out. So I will leave it in the description of his channel because he has good insider thing regarding even from XCOM, Midnight Suns, all of these kind of games. He usually does excellent gameplays and good characters insight and everything on the games itself. And of course, support Faxter Live. They are very good. They have all the build guides and everything. Even with Diablo 4, the beta version, they are already doing some guides for builds in some of the classes that you can make. The other news I was talking about, this guy Jensen, this guy has got a god complex or something like that. He wants to be the CEO for until he is 100 years old. I don't know. This thing of this NVIDIA now is starting to bet all these chips on AI stuff. That's why I think we don't see a lot of GPU for like normal consumer, like gamer stock, because there is a lot of things that are coming out for AI servers and everything, and of course it uses the Ada Lovelace technology. I didn't go too much in deep on this thing because I don't understand very well, but I know that they are launching a lot of stuff, and the guy is bragging that he ended the first PC with the AI GPU or whatever it is, and the fact that he wants to be for another 3 to 4 decades as a CEO. I don't know how he's going to handle. We have to see this next 2-3 years to see how the AI stuff. This is going to rule us all. The AI, we are screwed. But yeah, this guy, he needs to lower the prices because they can overprice on the enterprise market, because enterprises make money out of it on the flip. When they have the hardware, they can start making money, while we as a hobbyist and some streamers or something like that we can manage to do some money, even like content creators. It's very expensive what they're trying to do with the GPU market stuff. But yeah, gaming guys, again, good news. Atomic Heart seems to at least registered 5 million players. I say it's here registered because Atomic Heart, this is in the first 3 weeks, because it is like an Xbox Game Pass stuff, a game. I think when it launched, I think it's XCOM Game Pass, I think it's called, that service from the Xbox stuff, where you pay like a fee, a monthly fee, and then you have access to certain catalog of games. And I think Atomic Heart was one of them. That's why the numbers might seem a little bit inflated. That's why they didn't say they sold 5 million copies. They say they have registered 5 million players, which is good because it shows at least some interest on the game itself. There's been some patches and everything when they came out, some kind of performance issues that some people were having, but I think it's patched. I didn't see any news, people complaining about it. It's a very decent game. It's a first IP and first game from this Mudfish developer, which and the way it is seems a good stepping stone for them to just improve on the formula. Very Bioshocky feeling, and I think the gameplay, from what I saw from the reviews and some gameplay, I try not to get spoiled because I want to play this game when I can. Seems pretty decent, and I think if they start building upon and building some DLC, because from how the world is made, I think it can lend itself to some DLC in the future, in the recent future. In other news from gaming, also we got Alien Dark Descent. It's like a supposedly real-time tactical game. Similar like XCOM, so an isometric view, but it's not like XCOM in turn-based. They got an exclusive official gameplay release. Seems pretty decent. The graphic-wise and the ambience, very Alien style, from at least from the first game. From the first movie, very from Aliens, more about Aliens, because this is with the Marine. You got a squad, you have to take care of your loadout and your skills and everything, and then you just go around and do story-wise. I don't know how it's going to handle, because it's just announced recently and supposedly is going to launch on June 20th. And more updates here from Miasma Chronicles. I'm really excited to see how this game is going to come out. There was some very short clips on some footage from the airport and Old Town Road stages. This you will not find on YouTube unless you have the links, because they are unlisted videos on YouTube. At least at the time I managed to get them. If they didn't make it private, for sure you can just click on watch on YouTube, or click and you can see. Very promising, very in terms of gameplay, very samey than the Mutant Year Zero, which is good. So it's a tactical RPG, but you have the possibility to approach like the enemies here in real time and position your tunes for like an ambush, or eliminate one by one without triggering any combat phase. I think it's going to be a very good game. I just hope the story just keeps at least at the same level than Mutant Year Zero. And we got update here. EA is pulling some games, including Mirror's Edge. I didn't notice the updated. I refreshed now before I do the video. Yes, changed, made a change, and Mirror's Edge. Oh, okay. I was talking about it. I was about to tell about this story. I will need to confirm, but regardless, EA is pulling some games that they have, like Battlefield games. I didn't play any of them. And supposedly it's going to be alongside Mirror's Edge. It's a very good game. It's like the grandfather per se of first-person like parkour games. It's like the grandfather of Dying Light. Dying Light is kind of the mechanics, the parkour mechanics. It's very inspired in Mirror's Edge. And regardless of this, seems to they have like not removing. I think they have some backlash regarding this, because this is like a single player. There is no, because the excuse they were giving is because of like the server stuff and everything, and they were going to remove it from the library, which doesn't make any sense. Regardless of this, the fact that they removed Mirror's Edge not being delisted from digital stores, I have here on Steam from the spring sale. They are in promotion, like $5. It's very cheap. It's a very decent game, and you have a sequel if you want to for all the DLC with $10 or so. So I think it's worth it to play this game because it's very innovative at the time, like 2009. So it's been a while since it was launched. And also I will post a lot of some updated spring sale deals for today, and all the deals that I posted on the previous video since the spring sale started. So it's going to be like 30 games or so for you to peruse, because the spring sale ends up tomorrow. I will see if tomorrow I check if I missed any of the games. And tomorrow, in tomorrow's video, I will give you a heads up. And I think, yeah, I don't want to take too long here. I'm going to wrap up here for today with my Go Get Fund Me for me to upgrade my PC to get better and more content for my private clients. And if I start doing some video stuff for them also, and of course in my free spare time doing the daily gaming videos, doing some scripted content, and of course resuming my gameplay series and possibly some live stream in the free time of the free time. And with all that said, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you in the next one. Till then, Kunamy Master out.